Morning, Ghana. Good morning, all viewers, wherever you are watching us from this morning. It's a blessed Thursday morning, and as usual, I'm blessed and highly favored. Glad to be alive, glad to be given another chance. Yes, how about you? How are you feeling? I hope and pray that you are well. And if you're watching me from a hospital, from your sick bed, perhaps a healing center of any kind, of any sort, wherever, then I pray freshness and refreshness into your bones. I pray healing as well meet you. And if it's just something mild that you feel, or something chronic that you have accepted as normal for yourself every day, this day I even pray for you, yes, that you receive the healing that your body needs. Gliding through the pages of that good book known as the Bible, where I find my inspiration every morning, not too far, just in Exodus there 14:14, I found these words. You remember yesterday's own Proverbs 21:21. Yes, I usually like those numbers. Those ones stick easier. So Exodus 14:14, a very simple but powerful word for you this morning. And it says, the Lord himself will fight for you. Just stay calm. The Lord himself will fight for you. Just stay calm. Now, these are the words of Moses, the one who is described as the friend of God. Yes, to the Israelites. And this he said to them, not just like he's sitting and staring into the faces of the Israelites like I'm here and you are staring into mine. No, he said it at a moment where fear and panic had gripped the Israelites so much because they had seen their oppressors of over 400 years, whom they had just been relieved from, and they were there just a few days, about 2 or 3 days that they have moved away from slavery, and they see them charging against them. Yes, they were really, yes, the word would be charging against them to have them back into slavery, and they were scared, they were afraid for their lives. And these were the words that Moses told them. So I don't know where I meet you this morning. Perhaps for you all is lost and you are even thinking that today might be the last day, the last moment. I come to you with these words. Exodus 14:14. The Lord himself will fight for you. Just stay calm. Stay calm wherever you are. Stay calm in whatever situation it is. Stay calm in whatever condition, whether it is even your body that is not obeying what you want it to do. Stay calm. The Lord himself will fight your battle for you. Stay calm in a place where you have no money even for the food that you have to eat this morning. Stay calm. The Lord knows best. He knows what to do. He knows how to help you, and he certainly will. That's my word of inspiration for you this morning. I'm going to bring you the quote of the day and then also the word of the day, as we do it every day. A little inspiration from the Bible, yes, and then the quote, good words from other people that we can lean on as well, and then the word of the day, the educational sector, where we learn a word to spice up our language. So I'm doing the motivational quote. It is from Walter Anderson. Walter Anderson says, it is only when we take chances that our lives improve. It is only when we take chances that our lives improve. What does this mean to you? The initial and the most difficult risk that we need to take is to become honest. Wow. The initial, that is the first, the very first, which is, of course, the most difficult risk that we need to take is to become honest. My question for you this morning is, are you honest? Are you honest in all that you do? Are you honest even in the time you report to work? Are you honest as to the reasons why you are late to work? Are you honest to yourself? See, because before you can be honest to anybody, you've got to be honest to yourself. And honesty, it is a virtue. And as this word from Anderson, Walter, tells us this morning, he says it is the most difficult risk. Life doesn't come easy. it comes with risk and difficult risk as well. What's the most difficult one we are being asked to do today? Be honest. It sounds simple, right? As simple as it sounds, it's not that easy. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with your superiors. Be honest with those you think are inferior as well. Be honest with all the people around you. If you are not known for anything, be known as an honest person. That said, I want you to understand what the words, it's only when we take chances that honesty is a chance that you have to take. So take that risk. It is a chance that, believe you me, because perhaps you have so many, whether it's a certificate, whatever you have decorated your background with. Yes, sometimes they do take us to places. But honesty alone can maintain you, your character. Honesty forms a character. And if you are able to be honest, you realize that it is easy to shift yourself into what yesterday we described as righteousness. Start with honesty, and everything else, all others, will fall in place for you. Start with honesty today. Start today. Not in the evening, not in the afternoon. Start now. If you have to wake up right now so that you make it on time, be honest. That means being honest to yourself. Wake up. Don't start looking for the excuse even while you are stretching yourself in bed. Get up, get up, get up. Let's be honest to ourselves, with ourselves, and then with everybody else. Let's go to the word of the day. A very, very, very simple word for today. You've heard it before. We use it all the time. It's an adjective. Yes, from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. The word of the day is utmost. Utmost. And utmost is spelled U-T-M-O-S-T. Yes, utmost. U-T, not A. Okay, U-T and most. Or if you like, if you are my friends from Nigeria, we say utmost. Okay, utmost. So utmost is an adjective, and it means of the greatest or highest degree. Of the greatest. You see how I stretch my greatest? Yes, of the greatest or highest degree, quantity, number, or amount. So like the sea, okay, it's as its utmost, filled to capacity. I mean, when you compare it to all the other water bodies that we have, is the greatest. You can't compare it to any other. So that's what, when we want to use the adjective utmost. Okay, so or another explanation is that situated at the farthest or the most distant point, some place that is so far. Where can I use describe for so far? A place that's so far, maybe the North Pole or the South Pole. So far, so far for you. All right, so examples: the safety of employees is of utmost importance. So it should be the top of it for the safety, just like the safety and protection of our children is at their heart. It's of the utmost importance or the utmost priority for parents. All right, so let's do more examples. One from Zach Nagy, Sports Illustrated. He said, just this 4th February, he used it in a quote. He said, getting his body back to 100% is of the utmost importance for Barrow, as he continues nursing a pinky injury he suffered late in the season. Let's look at a little, very, very small history of utmost. It comes from the Old English utmost, where U has a hyphen on top. A sign, whatever name you give to it, utmost, and here O becomes E, utmost. A superlative adjective formed from the adverb ut, meaning out. So the earlier sense of utmost carries the same meaning as outermost, the outermost. Okay, so that's it for the word of the day, with all thanks to the Merriam Webster Dictionary. And I hope that you have learned something, maybe a different way of using utmost. Most of the time, yes, we use it for priority, or yes, to justify greatness in quantity, in number, in degree as well, but perhaps not the farthest of places or something. So I do hope that perhaps I've explained it better to you today, or maybe even reminded you to bring it out of where you've kept it for so long so that you can use it today. With that said, we'll go on a quick commercial break. When we come back, we are going to do a little of what our newspapers have for us and what are the topical news. You know, things flying around. This time it's like there are darts when it comes to news and issues in Ghana. Darts flying just about anywhere, everywhere. Whether you like it or not, it will hit you. So we'll take a cue from our sponsors, especially from Sonotech, and we will be right back. Stay tuned.
Lent is a period of admonishment, fast, giving, self-denial, and remorse. Join us this season on the Lenten Afternoon Meditation live on Adoa TV from Mondays to Saturdays at 12:30 p.m. as these great people of God take us through moments of reflections, meditation, prayer, atonement, purging, and reconciliation with God and one another. Don't miss this opportunity to commune with God for just 30 minutes on the Lenten Afternoon Meditation.
I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophy.
So at Sonotech, we always pride ourselves on being a patient-centered facility. And so we always go the extra mile to put a smile on the faces of our patients. And we don't just wait for them to be unwell to come to us, but we always strive to ensure that our patients are always in good health. So the month of February is the month of love. And how best can we express our love than to give to our clients? So what we are doing this month of February is to give a 20% discount on all our health packages. Yes, all our health packages. So for our health packages, we have our life packages, and then we have the bronze, the silver, and then the gold packages. So if you walk in from the 1st February to the end of February, you get 20% discount on all our health packages. And we are introducing a very special package for couples as well. We realize that especially the premarital couples, sometimes because of the excitement of getting married and all that, we discuss everything and always forget about our health. So we've come together with a very nice health package for couples, and it's discounted at 30%. So that's the couples package, and we encourage our clients to take advantage of this special package as we go through the month of February. This is our way of saying that we love our clients. This is our way of giving back. This is our way of putting smiles on the faces of our clients. In addition to this, you can also walk in and pay for a loved one. I know 14th is Vows Day. As we think of giving gifts to our clients or to our friends, to our loved ones, let's consider buying a healthcare package at Sonotech for the ones that we love. And on 14th February, we promise all our clients to experience something very extraordinary at Sonotech. Once you come for any service with us, any of our branches, West Hills, Osu, and Tema, you will leave with a special gift. And you can trust us when we say you leave with a so we wish all of you the best. Let's enjoy the period of love. Let's enjoy the health packages that Sonotech has for us. And as we always say, we are your total healthcare partner for life.
Joined us, myself and Reginald Adi. Yes, missing in action for some time. Whether it was he was on Mission Impossible or Olympus, which one? Reginald, good morning, and it's happy. I'm happy to see you here.
Well, I'm happy to see you as well. You're looking good. I think blue looks good. Well,
No,
I'm
looks good on you.
I'm actually trying to find which color doesn't look good on you. That's the point. Anyway, that's not your point. A very good morning to you.
Actually, I was
Very good
thinking
morning
of
to you.
which color.
Thanks for taking us through. And of course, yeah, honesty is one of those essential ingredients that, of course, if you want to start any venture, you start with, even in life. But it's sad how in Africa we are taught to be dishonest from infancy. It's sad because that is the foundation. And I'm talking about dishonesty in the sense that you are told that when an elderly person, perhaps does you wrong, you can't say it as it ought to be. Well, these are some of the things. I don't know how it culminates into truth entirely when you're establishing yourself. By the way, honesty is such essential ingredient when you're beginning anything at all. And even as after you have begun and you're in the process, you should emulate some honesty and try to be more honest than the person you think is the most honest. Julia, we have the graphic. I guess you take us through.
Yes, I do. I do have the daily graphic. You caught me on spot there. I was reading something. Well, let's look at the headlines. Front page, of course. Daily graphic, truth and accuracy every day. Ghanaian foreign students bemoan financial challenges. Okay, that's on page 13. Commander Sugar Factory acquires 20,000 acres for plantation, and we hope they'll be used exactly for that purpose. And that story is on page 20. Plain spoken engagements. We're talking of Council of States meeting with the minority to build consensus, consensus building high on their agenda. Do more for Apiati. That's coming from the Lands Minister as he charges mining firms. Speaker expresses disapproval over deputy's ruling. So we will hear more, especially on that particular one. I think I'll take a little sip of that story so that while we discuss more in the political segment with that one, things will fall into place for you. So Speaker expresses disapproval over deputy's ruling. The Speaker of Parliament, Alban Sumana Kingsford Backbane, has expressed concern about the pensions of First Deputy Mr. Joseph Osei Owusu to overrule or dismiss rulings the Speaker, has made in the House. He said such conduct was not only unconstitutional and illegal, but also very offensive. It is interesting that this is the second time that the First Deputy Speaker has taken the chair and has made a ruling which in effect was to overrule a position I had earlier established before the House, he said. Okay, so that is it for this particular story, and that's just a little sip of the story. We'll delve deeper into it. Let me do the middle page before. All right, so tackle financial irregularities. Finance Minister tells AG's office. Lands Ministry implements policies for sound, sustainable mining. And Hannah Tete assumes UN role in Horn of Africa. So congratulations to Hannah Tete there. On the back page, accidental gunshot sparks pandemonium in court, as we are told that the judge takes cover. Who wouldn't? Well, were you expecting him to go face, if it was a real issue, to go and face the bullet? Come on, come on. Yeah, it was accidental.
Yeah,
but you know, in the
shooting.
moment when you hear the gunshot, you are not thinking,
Well,
oh,
it's-
let me
it's-
wait and
it's-
see if it's accidental or if it is an
Well,
actual.
the truth about gunshots is that when you hear the gunshot, the bullet is not meant for you. Because yes, if it is meant for you, you won't hear a thing. The moment it goes off, your life is gone.
No, but it
it's-
depends
it's-
on where it hits, right?
Well, it depends on where it hits. Then it means it's not lethal at that moment. Perhaps you are
Or
saved
maybe the
in a
person
way.
is-
Well, well, sadly, this happened in court, and well, preliminary reports has indicated that it was unintentional.
Yeah, yeah.
However,
That's it.
there needs to be a serious investigation into how unintentional this, the going off of the gun was, because on a gun there are several security features. You can turn the settings to
At least I've learned that from the movies I've
neutral,
watched.
exactly,
At least,
and
yeah.
the trigger goes in two ways. The trigger goes in two ways. I don't know which gun was actually being used. So the first, the initial one is actually to open the hammer, and then the second press is actually to hit the to
So you
trigger
should
the
have
hammer.
done the first part before.
No, I mean, there are several instances before the gun will
The
just
gun would
go
just-
off.
okay,
All right.
okay,
There are
okay.
safety features in there. So what happened? How could the gun just go off like that? There should be investigations. That I don't believe that a gun will just be there and go off just like that. Though there are special instances, but then these are very rare instances. They should come out with a proper
I get
report.
you. Unfortunately, the story doesn't cover or catch what gun it is. I'm checking. I'm not seeing anything there. So for those who know, I'm sure we'll find a way of updating you later on. But in discussing this with my mom yesterday night while we were driving home, she said something. She said, who wouldn't go for cover? Me, even when a tire blasts while driving. She said, I look for them. For a way out. Because that sound is scary enough. So I don't know why people are making fun of the judge taking cover.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't take cover? That's the point. Who wouldn't? I mean, it's natural human instincts.
Exactly.
And so nobody should be blamed. I mean, I think
Exactly.
that the first thing we would ever want to do is to seek cover and to find safety.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that. What needs to be, what is wrong is the gun going off
In the first.
accidentally. Something that needs to be
Yeah.
checked. Maybe it was a misfire that could be miscalculated as an accidental, firing.
Because
It's
otherwise,
one
we
of
should
these
be careful of all the military police
Exactly.
going
So
around
if
the town
it
carrying
hits
guns.
somebody, the person's
Well.
life would have, been taken accident. Oh, God.
All right, so the last article I have on the back page, the Coastal Development Authority, CODA, completes 129 projects. More than 1,000 are still ongoing, and that's coming from their CEO, Jerry Ahmed Shaib. It's missing on you. I know it's Shaib. I wish I could put a U there. So that'll be it for the daily graphic.
Well, I have here with me the daily guide. Ex-Maslock boss securities summoned. Stories on page 3 of the daily guide. Our CODA completes 129 projects. Stories on page 6 of the daily guide. Now on page 9, Commander Sugar Factory bounces back in April. Prison guard fires gun in court. Stories on page 6. Kwadwo Opoku courts presidential ambition. We have a picture of him on the front page. Grab a copy. The story is detailed on page 6. The paper as well. Shut up. Angry Bagbin barks at MPs. See the story on page 3. It was an interesting day yesterday in Parliament. Not the entire day though, but just the preliminaries of the sitting. Very interesting one. Well, he says that speakers are heard in silence, so why not shut up? Shut up. That was the speaker yesterday. Now, the back page of the Daily Guide has sports, of course, boxing arena rocks Max TV. Neymar and most fouled player. Neymar, most fouled player. Well, fan snatches Montare's iPhone during photo session. Hey. Fans, yeah. Anyways, that's it for the Daily Guide. Other stories in there. Kevin Boy granted bail. That's in the center spread, and a picture of Michi Bellino, 16-year-old Miss Bell, celebrating Kofi Amwabeng at 70. Well, other stories in there. Grab a copy and delve into them.
Well, I found an interesting story there in the Ghanaian Times, the most authoritative newspaper. But before that, the front page has this for us. Commander Sugar Factory takes off in April. That's coming from the President, Akufo-Addo, and he's talking to a delegation from the Commander Traditional Area. Lands Minister fumes at $4 million donation by the Ghana Chamber of Mines. Yes, he is fuming, he's angry, and according to him, that's what actually got me a little funny. It's a little funny for me this morning. 4 million, I just looked at it, I'm asking, why is a man fuming when somebody donates 4 million? But according to him, yes, it's insignificant, especially when you look at the portfolios, revenue portfolios of the mining companies which make up the chamber. 4 million just is like the widow's mite for them. They need to do more. You need to do more. So I side with him. Do more. We are talking about people's livelihoods here. Okay, so overruling my decisions. Forgive me. You are about to say something.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was just about giving the substance of that headline, but right. I think you nailed it, sir.
So Alban Bagbin, Mr. Alban Bagbin, overruling my decisions, unconstitutional, illegal, what was the other way? Offensive, those 3 words. OCP Ghana, New Age sign multi-million, OCP Ghana and New Age sign multi-million pact to ensure fertilizer availability in Ghana. We are back to this fertilizer issue again. Okay, so I leave it at that. And on the back page, CODA initiates, yes, 1,473 projects to alleviate poverty. JFGF, Goldfields Ghana Foundation, launches 5-year adolescent health project at Daman. And the middle spread has, all right, this one for us. We saw this from yesterday's headlines. Government committed to increasing renewable energy to address climate change. And we have plans for protection of public funds. That's coming from the Deputy Finance Minister. Protecting public funds. Yate. And that will be a wrap up for the Ghanaian Times newspaper.
Once you wraps on the Ghanaian Times, I open on the New Crusade Guide, and CODA completes 129 infrastructural projects. CEO Jerry Ahmed. I remember the times when Jerry Ahmed was contesting for Member of Parliament in the Ablekuma constituency. Well, Jerry Ahmed is the CEO of CODA. He says that CODA completes 129 infrastructural projects.
You have his name there as Shaibu or Shaibu?
Well, it's Shaibu. Jerry Ahmed Shaibu. That's the first
one I was reading without the U.
I realized. Okay. Lands Minister dissatisfied with $4 million Chamber of Mines donation. $4 million Chamber of Mines donation. Lands Minister is dissatisfied. Stories on pages 3 and 10. On page, no page indicated here. It says that NPP internal elections play it safe. Kodia urges members. So a picture of Justin Kodia Frimpong, CEO for the Youth Employment Agency. Another big one here. Government reviving Commander Sugar Factory, says Akufo-Addo. That's it for the front page. Okay. One other story here. Petroleum Commission launches Ghana Welding Bureau to facilitate development of welding signs. Back page, that's the penultimate page, has some sports. UEFA are likely to move Champions League final from St. Petersburg in Russia. Now, another one here. U.S. women's soccer reached $24 million settlement over equal pay dispute. Marino given too much touchline ban. And we'll call that a for the New Crusading Guide.
Yeah, I have my final one. That's the Daily Statesman. Edujan calls for peaceful coexistence among tribes. I'm wondering if, well, looking at what has happened in the northern countries, the northern regions, Boku and all that. Yes, I think it's the right call. Let love reign, okay? Let love reign. And love doesn't look at tribe, love doesn't look at color, love doesn't even see language. Love just does one thing, which is to love. More stories here. Sanitation Minister wants illegal sand wine. Is it winners or sand? Sand winning.
Sand winning.
So sand winners.
Yeah.
So they are winning the sand.
Yeah.
So winning in which sense? Okay, don't mind me. Let's go on. So I have a picture of Cecilia Abena Dapa here. Yes, she is giving that warning to the sand winners. So I don't know if I should say winners or winners. Anyway, youth volunteer program expanded, and on Koda, Jerry Ahmed Shaibu speaking on inclusive growth agenda, saying it's on course, and government completes 129 projects through Koda. I like the way that one is captioned. Government completes 129 projects through Koda. Okay, so on sports, Romelu Lukaku taking out of the next far. So is Kai, is it Kai? In Ghana we say Kai, so Kai. Havertz, Chelsea's short-term striker solution. All right, you have to grab a copy to read more. It doesn't even, it's not making sense to me anyway. So ex-England striker tips Ghana midfielder Thomas Partey as the next Arsenal captain. Well, good for you. Good for you. Let's see. Has he been called back into there?
You're asking me, Reginald. Okay, on sports.
I'm sorry.
You ask me about parliamentary affairs and I'll give you answers. I beg your pardon.
But I know that. Anyway, sorry. So, Reginald.
Shall we go into the next paper? All right. Now let's dive into the Chronicle newspaper, the True Independent, with his way, Spear of the Nation. Now it says Operation Halt. Operation Halt. Burns dozens of Galamsey excavators and house. Another one here. Bagbin calls the wise for offensive conduct. How Agojo allegedly aided coup plot. Commander Sugar Factory to begin operations in April. Says His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Donation to Apiate Fund. Oh, how?
Huh?
No. I'm reading the headline.
No,
I wasn't.
Something happened.
Yeah. That's how it's captured. Oh, how? Donation to Apiate Fund. Oh, how? Your $4 million cash is peanut, aka Nkatie. The Nkatie that my boss choose is $4 million. Samuel Jinapor bluntly tells the Chamber of Mines.
They should add some few zeros.
He says the $4 million is peanut. Nkatie, like my very good boss has been chewing. I didn't know that the Nkatie was worth $4 million. Back page of the Chronicle newspaper. Hearts and Kotoko League matches postponed ahead of President's Cup clash. Awako and Samia J and 40 others begin coaching course. Interesting. Well, so that sums it for the headlines. Now let's take the Bible quotation from the Chronicle, 2 Corinthians chapter 9 verses 7. Each of you should give what you have decided in your heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. Take it once more. 2 Corinthians chapter 9 verses 7. Each of you should give what you have decided in your heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. Whom are you giving to this morning? Are you giving out of your heart, or you're doing it out of compulsion because you've been asked to do so? Well, if you give cheerfully. Say that God loves a cheerful giver. And the Bible also says that give and it shall be given unto you in good measure, pressed down and shaken together, and they will come running over in your laps. I don't want to sound prophetic this morning. Julia is poised to attack me on that one. So I'll leave it to you. Auntie Julie.
Yes.
I'm done with the honorable newspapers.
All right. So I think we'll just take a breath. I will come back. And our political discussion is waiting for us. Remember that right after the political discussion, we still have more. We want to discuss a very particular issue. When it comes to children, I mean, there are things that it disturbs us as adults, but when it affects children as well, then it is of utmost concern. That was our word for today, utmost. So, yes, and I'm talking about childhood cancer. So we want to delve into it. There will be a doctor here to help us look into it, what you should look out for as parents as well.
Well, so chances certainly that our lives improve. The initial and the most difficult risk that we need to take is to become honest. And I've said again, honesty from initial stages. Well, it is a risk. You can dare. Sometimes you'll be hated for it. You'll be chided for it. But sometimes it's also very important. We'll go on a quick break. Take a chance and stay with us. We'll be right back.